myself?
You see this beauty right here? She's called Quan. She's a Buddhist deity, and she represents kindness, compassion. And growing up in Lynn, Massachusetts, I did not receive that from my family. I received disrespect, cruelty, and unkindness. And don't get me wrong, I love my family. I just didn't want to be like them. Fast forward many years later, I go and live in New York City, and I'm in a Buddhist um, shrine room for the first time in New York City, and I see people bowing to each other, and I'm going, what is this? And somebody said to me, it's a sign of respect. And I'm going, hey, I want that. I want that in my life. So I had this big book publicity career in New York City, and I left to live at a Buddhist Retreat Center in Barnet, Vermont, because my heart was really hurting and I wanted to take care of it. So my first week there, I'm standing in a first floor hallway, which is really long. And I'm looking at a Zen Buddhist garden. And on either end of me, there's a person on this end and a person on that end, and they're going, F you too. And I'm going, oh my God, do we have work to do? And a lot of people think you go to a retreat center for love and light. Well, that's an example. We go there because we got crazy minds and we've got to learn to control our mouths and our anger and everything else that can come out that's bad. And I got to give you an example of my routine, which was you either make it or break you, really. 6 a.m., get up, living in a woman's dorm, go down for morning chants and for meditation, go in for breakfast. Maybe it's my turn also to do breakfast dishes for 60 people. Then I go back to the shrine room for 4 hours of meditation and sometimes silence the whole day. Then I got to go to my job as a cook in the kitchen. And then go back to the shrine room for an evening chants and meditation, then go back for supper. And then if it's my turn to clean the kitchen floor, getting the mop and the water and cleaning it up. And I was really afraid of the chef. I loved him, but he had a temper. And if I did the bread wrong, he would go crazy. And then I had this other cook that was criticizing me on my seasoning. And we just got into a fight all the time. And I realized that I had more work to do. But what I did do, out of all this negativity, I created a happy shift, which was the dessert shift around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where people that were working so hard at the retreat center, they'd come and I'd be the one to make goodies for them. And so near the very end of the 2 years, I knew that I had transformed. And I went over to the chef and I said to him, I love you. But when your temper breaks out, wow, did I get scared. But guess what? I'm not afraid anymore. And even with the other cook who was so critical, we became friends and we talked about it and we worked it through. And what I learned about that was not to take everything personally. And usually when that disrespect, that cruelty, that unkindness comes my way, it has nothing to do with me. These people are in really bad pain. So it showed me a lot of compassion. So when I get home to New York, I'm wearing a Quinian necklace, and my girlfriend Lydia sees it. And she said to me, "What is that?" And I explain it to her, and there's a big smile on her face. And I said, "Do you want it?" And she said, "Yeah." And I take it off and I give it to her. Well, if you could have seen the look on her face, this big, huge smile and this relaxation all over her body. Kun Yin is always with me. She's one of my protectors, and I learned so much about love, compassion, and kindness. Thank you so much.
Bravo, bravo. Fantastic work, Sherry. Fantastic, fantastic. Really great, Sherry. One more time, everybody.